This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pit Bull Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends and We do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So LSU's offense will have the ball first. Running back searching for a hole. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go right back to him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Pulls and fires complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll leave it with him. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, FIU Bengals.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So FIU's offense will take the field for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Right back to the well. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you get.
He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. The quick out. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Panthers are flying down the field. From the gun, running back gets the give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll try the run. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, FIU. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The FIU Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Florida International offense is back on the field. From the gun, he leads it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw for it. Got his man out of the backfield. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Oh, he's got a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Turning it on. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity.
Touchdown, Florida International. Great job by the back on the option.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Iowa. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. It's caught.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his target down the middle. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Miami. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. He'll return it. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He
breaks into the open. And An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On the option. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their third sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. The corners are walked up tight. Quick strike complete. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Finds his man in the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Finds his man. Makes one man miss. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups. And you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Right on the money. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Might be changing the route. To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback extends the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. It's complete. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll run play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Jolly. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Wants to throw again. It's complete on the right side. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that one did not work. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. FIU will line up to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Firing deep. Hauls it in down the sideline. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football.
Oh, he's got some space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Handoff from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown Tigers. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, he's going to let it go. Snatches it on the right. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a goal.
Touchdown, Panthers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
LSU just trying to run out the final moments. Quick release on the RPO. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David. Every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. day. And who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David